Y'all see what I got in my hand? Huh? These here are the most slept upon weights, plates in the gym, man. The 2.5s, man. They have dumbbells. Most of your bigger brands change. Workout fitness centers have the 2.5. They have the dumbbells that go up 2.5 at a time, which means instead of going from 5 to 10s and 10s to 15 like the smaller chains do, they have the 5s. They have the 7.5 dumbbells. They have the 12.5-point dumbbell. This is called micro loading. A lot of guys run away from this because they're scared to see these little plates on the side. Let me tell you, a lot of PRs or personal records been made off of the slow grind, just micro load, adding 2.5 pounds at a time over a long gradual period of time just to get there. Today, you know what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about micro loading, small plates, the importance of it. We're gonna talk about rep range, rep speed, and more important, the most important, the time under tension factor, man. Let's go. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, J. I want to talk about micro load, man. These plates are added 2.5 at a time. Are very important in terms of, now, first and foremost, I want to say, and I know I'm a firm believer, and I will always believe that pushing heavy weight is always the best way for gains for far as breaking down the muscle, okay? Firm believer, I know this, but you get to a point, especially as a lifter, and if you've been doing this for a long time, you just don't want to or can't push that heavy weight that you used to, okay? Now, I am also a firm believer in that lighter weight with great form and time under tension will match the heavyweight, not to a T, but just as guys, I know about the heavyweight and I know what it does to the body. I know how to break down the muscle perfectly. In my eyes, the best thing, but I don't want to push the heavyweight no more. I want to be a lean, mean type of machine. So I'm going to go with the lighter weight, but my form has to be impeccable. The mind-muscle connection has to be there. And it's all about the squeeze, but it's all about adding a little bit more resistance, a little bit at a time, looking at the fitness journey as more of a marathon and instead of this 100-yard dash shit, y'all. 2022, do me the biggest favor, man. Swallow your pride in the weight room. Don't worry about the weight that the next man lifting, because a lot of y'all doing this wrong. If you start your fitness journey, find out the correct way. You should always learn the correct way first before you critique and add your ways in different things. Back to the micro load. As I said, now you should get spots, don't get me wrong. You know, if you PRing or you going for heavy, super heavy, you should always have a spotter. Or, you know, it's safe to have a spotter anyway when you're having a workout partner. I'm saying always need a spotter to help you get up 3 or 4, those last 3 or 4. That's not, you should only need a spotter for most 1 or 2 reps at the end, okay? And that's if you have what we call muscle failure, where you have muscle fatigue, to where your muscles, you have worked out that muscle so hard to the point where it just give out on you right in the middle of a set. Okay. So the micro load, like I said, if I'm doing 12 reps, I want to be able to do 12 good reps with good excellent form and the time under tension. Yeah, I want the strong contraction at the top if I'm bench pressing, but I also want to be able to bring that weight. Like I said, I'm tearing the muscle down the most, not only when I'm squeezing, boom, but when I'm bringing that weight back down to me, slowly. Not when I'm just dropping the weight, letting gravity work for itself and the weight drop to me and bounce off my chest and push back up. No, control the weight, time under tension. Micro loading, y'all. Don't be afraid to add these 2.5s on each side. 5 pounds is a lot. If I take this 45-pound bar, it feels pretty heavy, and I throw a nickel on each side, right? Believe me, I just felt that little 5 pounds I just added, believe me, holding that bar. So now I'm still able, by micro loading that 2.5 pounds, nothing crazy. Yeah, I'm probably still gonna be able to get those 12 to 15 reps that I'm shooting for with that great form and that great time under tension still, which means I can still leave my curls, boom, nice squeeze with a nice, slow time under tension. Let's talk about time, a little bit more time under tension next. Be right back. It's Jakey J. Don't be scared of micro swallow your. Oh, guess who's back? It's me, JT. We back on there with the time under tension, and we are going to talk about rep range and rep speed, which kind of goes with the time under tension thing. Okay, now I have these very, very light 5-pound dumbbells, and what I'm gonna do is a side lateral raise for my side deltoids. Okay, we talking side delts, side shoulders, right? We locking in, right? My muscle. So when I think about this, I'm thinking locking in side delts. I need to throw some blood into these bad babies, right? Very lightweight, many different forms. Some people hold out straight out like this. I think the most effective way is just throw that slight bend in your elbows, almost having your elbows forward, your forearms forward here slightly, and then just coming up, right? Okay, control factor, right? Now, what I want to talk about first is rep range, okay? I am a firm believer in this, and you must be a firm believer here. Bringing those weights down after you lock in, and this is mind muscle, all part of the mind muscle. Not only am I isolating and thinking about the muscle that I'm isolating and working on, I'm thinking about my rep range and my rep speed, okay? The time of the tension. First thing, I want to come to the very exact place at the top. Once I find that place where I get the best squeeze at, right? For me, it's right there, okay? Some guys like to come way up here. I never came up to over eye pass level, but for me, I figured out for my side lateral ways, and these are the things that you have to critique and find out for your body. But first and foremost, like I said, from FROM, full range of motion. Learn to exercise with the full range of motion before you start doing quarter reps, half reps, any of that, okay? I promise you, it will work out in your. So I'm coming up with this side laterals, that side raise, okay? Now, when I come up, boom, like I said, this is where I get the best squeeze at, okay? Here's the stretch. Notice the time under tension, very slow. Some guys do their side laterals and they swing them. Like I said, they go fast. They use their legs, they use a little bit of quad thrust, and they use a lot of, other body parts to get them side lats up. Believe me, effective, but get your range of motion to where the point where it's going to, when I do my exercises, especially when you get fatigued, this is the most important part. When you get fatigued, make sure you locking in, and I'm bringing that exercise. Boom, right there where I'm getting the best squeeze, and on the time under tension, back down real slow, and I'm stopping at that same spot every time. And I'm using the weight light enough. I go a lot heavier than this, but I'm always doing the weight light enough where my form doesn't sacrifice even when I get tired. 1, and for 2, I can still get the weight up and with the same time under tension as I did on rep 12, as I did on rep 1. Meaning, I know I'm going to start getting tired about 8, 9 reps doing this, right? I don't want that time under tension or that drop to speed up just because I'm tired. I want to use a weight that I can control and make my 12th rep just as good as my first rep, baby. Let's go. Back under the time under tension and rep range factor. Once you get that time under tension factor, play with it, okay? It doesn't have to be the same slow negative. And you can always throw a 1-second pause. These are excellent things that shock the body at the top. Stop that momentum compared to me if I'm doing a tricep pull down, rope tricep pull down, what I'm doing now, okay? Compared to this right here, the negative this would be the contraction, of course. The squeeze at the bottom, force is pulling it back up. So what I'm doing is I'm making that as slow as possible, right? Boom. Instead of me using that force, popping at the top and then almost, y'all see where that ball is? This ball here is never stop moving, with my reps. Okay, I'll come with a stop, a 1-second pause, a 2-second pause. Boom, as long as I'm keeping tension, that pause ain't all the way at the top and that pause is here instead of here to where I'm taking tension off that muscle. Hey man, go for it. 1-second pause, boom, time under tension. Nice squeeze. 1-second pause, 1. These is the things that you gotta play with, man. Shock your body. Don't do the same exercise. If you do the same exercises, play with your rep range, your time under tension, but always, until you get it down, like I said, bring those bring that down. If I'm doing tricep pull down like this, I'm making sure I'm getting my best squeeze. I'm bringing it to that point where I'm getting my best squeeze and I'm keeping tension on the muscle. I'm not bringing it too far down and bringing it. I get my best squeeze on these when I pull the rope out and I point my elbows out at the bottom. Compared to a lot of guys, get their squeeze like this, keep their elbows placed back toward the wall. I get my best squeeze here. Boom. When my elbow is pointed out that way toward the wall, right? So every time, I'm gonna get a slow time under tension. I'm gonna bring it to that exact same spot every time. For me, I'm coming eye to eye, almost nose to the weight. Boom, right there, and okay? It ain't 3 reps like that, then 3 quick reps because I'm getting tired. It's the same thing all the way through. Let's go, Jakey J. There you have it, folks. Just wanted to bring y'all a quick little time under tension, rep range, and rep speed tutorial. Remember, y'all, man, don't let these, see these weights, man, they got dust on them, these little 2.5s. Dudes don't even like to pick these 5s up. But these little 2.5s, man, don't, ladies, gentlemen, especially my guys, man, swallow your pride 2022, man. Pick those weights up and put them to use. Micro load, man. It's the stuff. Slowly but surely get your gains with great form and the right amount of weight to finish your reps, man. Finish your reps with all you, baby. Like, share, subscribe. I will be back. When I do come back, do me the biggest favor, man. Come get in shape with Jakey J.